Hello everyone, welcome back to Lindsay's Builds. So we're going to carry on with the Razorback part 2. So in this session I'm going to be doing some interior painting on the Razorback. I've got it all in primer, well most that I want in primer at the moment. So we'll do a little bit of work, shall we? Let's get on with it. Okay, so let's make sure I get this whole bench in. There we go. Right. I should have got some water while I was at it. Excuse me a minute, I'll go and get some water. Never organised me, never. Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to paint the interior black and then I'm going to dry brush it. Just give it a base coat. So that's what we should be doing. Give it a good old base coat. So I thought I'd come and have an hour and a half like yesterday while I'm not doing anything. Organising the bench. Hello peoples, how are you? Hope you're all well. And we've got Alex in and he says good afternoon Lindsay, and we've got Sprue and Glue in and he says hi Lindsay in chat. Hello Alex and hello Sprue, and Alex says hi Sprue. Hope you're good Sprue. Sorry I haven't rang you yet today, but I've been a bit busy this morning cutting the lawn and everything, so I do apologise. So I'm just going to give it a base coat. So like I said at the start of the video, I have primed it, so thought I was going to get some peace and quiet and everybody's coming back in the house. So Alex says pretty good, just built my display cabinet and moved my minis into it. Oh cool. Oh, that's good. So I thought I'd come and have an hour and a half at the bench. It's pretty hot outside, so it's no good watering my plants while it's hot. Just does not do. Sprue says hi, hi Alex. So it's pretty boring watching somebody paint, but hey ho. Giving this a light base coat at the moment. What you been up to, Sprue? Much? Most of this will get dry brushed into metallic, and then I should pick all the detail out on this control panel. So this will need a couple of coats of black. Stuff flying around on the bench. Yeah, I got all my jobs out of the way this morning. Okay, so Sprue and Glue says had a nice hot bath, opened a new Funko Bitties and sat watching you. Cool. We've got Jeff and Maggie in and saying a very good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, Jeff and Maggie. Hope you're well. Sprue and Glue says hi, Jeff and Maggie, and Alex says a good afternoon to you as well, Jeff. Isn't it the Grand Prix highlights today, or is that tomorrow? I'm not sure. I think I might start watching it next year, I think. It's been donkey's years since I've watched F1. Last time I watched it was Nigel Mansell and Damien Hill and all them were racing. That's the last time I watched it. Alex says good afternoon to you as well, Jeff. Sprue and Glue says it is. Yes. Cool. Is it actually the main race, or is it just practice sessions, Sprue? I used to like watching the Monaco one. Oh, it's a qualifier. Cool. Race tomorrow. Cool. So who's the top favourite to win? Slurp of the old coffee. Cool. Got 5 in. Cool. JC should have finished by now, hadn't he? Or did he start at 2 o'clock? Alex says I'm still hoping for another Ferrari win. Oh, cool. And he also says, but McLaren is probably going to take it. Jeff Light says, I'm saying Oscar with the McLaren. Ooh. So, is people like Sauber and all them still racing? You know, the teams. I don't even see, this is it, you see, because I haven't watched it in years, I don't know what teams are left. And I know Ferrari is always there, but there used to be a lot of smaller ones. I used to like the colour of the JPS Lotuses. They used to be really nice colour schemes they did. Can't beat the old JPS colours. Jeff Light says JC finished about 5 minutes ago. Oh, cool. Spear and Blue says I would like to see Ferrari win too. He also says I think Norris will win. Spear and Blue said win. Alex says being a Ferrari fan nowadays is good road to becoming depressed. Yeah, well, a lot of it depends on their budget and their drivers. Mainly their drivers. And whether they've set the car up properly. I mean, let's face it, I mean, Michael Schumacher made Ferrari, so did what's his name? Just trying to think of his name. Was it Alonso? No, not Alonso. Is it Alonso, the one that was killed many years ago? I'm probably getting mixed up. He was a well known F1 driver. He used to drive Ferrari. Alex says, I remember hoping Lotus would win when I watched the Shanghai GP years ago. Yeah, Springler is laughing his head off. He also, Alex says, it came down to the car and strategy too. Ferrari has many good chances of winning, but strategy of the car has ruined it. I think, personally, myself, this is just myself, but I think F1 is too tech. It's too tech now. They ought to throw all that tech away and drive them properly like cars. That will sort the men out from the boys. Definitely, in my eyes. I mean, I come from an era where they used to have to drive them, change gear properly and everything else. No tech in them whatsoever, just pure car. No silly computer systems, no DRS. I think that's what ruined F1 personally myself, all the technology that's put into it. And then yet again, I'm old. So, proper old school. But Jeff says under Ross Brawn's management, Ferrari was untouchable. I don't even know who he is, to be honest, Jeff. I mean, as like I said, I haven't watched F1 for donkey's years. So you just hear about what other people talk about, drivers and stuff. So I used to follow the British touring cars, but even that has got too tech now. Alex says, I'm inclined to agree. There's so many regulations for the cars so that there's no room for innovation. They should scale back tech and let the play around with the engines a little more. Yes. I mean, really, basically these days, I'm surprised that there is drivers in them. It's not all done by remote control, you know what I mean? Because basically the computer systems literally run the car. So Jeff Light says he was in charge with Michael, was with Ferrari. Okay. Alex says they were in talks about bringing back the V10 in 2027, but I was heartbroken when they decided not to. Yes, that V10 was quite good. So what they're running nowadays? at least one thing, they're not running electric cars. Not yet, but there's still time. Slurp the old coffee. Alex says, well, I disagree to the point. The drivers have to work a lot to get the cars around the track. Jeff says, way too many rules to level the grid. Price is not right, says hybrid V6, if I remember correctly, is what they're running. Ooh. He also says, I have sad news for you, Lindsay. Formula E exists and it's all electric cars. They even get power-ups during the race. Oh dear. Wow. I think I'm just going to bury my head in the sand like an ostrich. Why not? I bet they sound like a load of buzzing bees going around. Jeff Light says Formula E hasn't really taken off. Alex says, yeah, it's not massive, but it's still there and has a decent fan base. They definitely need a fan if it catches fire, won't they? Keep it cool. I'm just biased. Can't beat the smell of a petrol engine. Right on time. Hello, Roxy. She's been quiet all day. She knows, definitely knows. Jeff Light says at the moment the battery life isn't there yet. Alex says I do prefer rally and a bit of even if I don't watch many stages. I used to like the rally cars when they had the Group B rally cars. Stuff like the Metro 6R4 and all that. It was a shame they banned them. But they were just too powerful. They reckon the drivers and then Group B rally cars used to get tunnel vision while driving them because they were that quick. But they made their use in and I'll think of the name in a minute. Rallycross. That's it, Rallycross. They used them on there. But that kind of thing now is literally outdated. It's like on this Rallycross, they got this thing where they do call it a joker lap. We got to go through like another part of the track at least once. It's called a joker stage. I'm thinking when I first watched it, I'm thinking, what the hell is this? But I like to watch the Heritage Rallycross. That's pretty decent. I like to watch racing when they're that close together and they're running on their ragged edge, hanging onto their seats. You can't beat it. Yes, they do, Jeff. Yeah, they still televise it, but I think it's on things like I think it's on like Sky Sports, or I don't know whether ESPN still exists, and things like that, or Eurosport. Alex says if we could go back in time, we would go to see a Group B race. Also, they got banned for safety reasons. They had so much power and all their safety gear was basically tin foil. Yes, they were quite potent, those cars. Modern rally cars are so fast as Group B, but with a lot more safety for the drivers. Even on the short circuit racing now, what I used to do, there's a lot of technology going into that now, which is I don't understand. On short circuit racing, you're limited to how much speed you can actually get out of a car. Most you're going to get is at least say like for instance a hot rod, you're going to get at least 70 mile an hour down a straight, and that's it. but that's only just like for a few seconds. It takes most drivers something like 1 minute 28 to do a lap. The hot rods, I think they can do it in just over a minute. Anything else, you're talking about 1 minute 28, 1 minute 30 to do a lap. But with a hot rod world final, you're talking about nearly 60 to 70 laps. Sometimes, depending on where it's held. On a normal race, you would only do about 15 on a normal race, 15 to 20 laps. Catch up with this chat a bit. Alex says, though in a straight line, some Group Bs had higher top speeds, but on actual stages, they handle the torque of the newer cars and make it up for in a long way. We've got our Raffle popped in, and he says, afternoon Lindsay, Jeff, Alex, Sprue. Well, that was a hurtful ride out on a track. I thought I was good at riding, but today a hut pothole came off and bashed my knee. Raffle? Well, I don't know. Raffle thinks he's a mountain bike rider. You need to be careful, mate, especially at your age. I had a good priming session yesterday, actually. Primed quite a few of my resin figures that Carl sent me, and also I'm looking forward to doing this guy. He's all primed up, ready to be painted. So I've just got to fill those arms, and then I can just re-prime the arms. But yeah, I'm looking forward to painting this guy. Yeah, I think I primed about 7 or 8 yesterday, as well as this. Very good. It was a good day, so I thought I'd do some priming. So all that stuff's ready. The sort of thing a lot of them I can do when in late autumn and when the winter comes back, when I can't get outside and do any priming, so they're all nice and ready. Okay, Alex says hi Apple. Alex says, who is that? Alex says, that's a cool model. Yeah, he is from, do you remember The Fifth Element? He is from that. He is the alien in the pyramid. He is. He's like kind of a goldy, metallic, silver, metally colour. A lot of them people just spray them gold, but yeah. Alex says that is a cool model. We've got Justin Northern Adventures in and said, good afternoon everyone from Northern Michigan. Oh, welcome. Alex says, hello Justin. Justin says, yo price. Apple says, the thing is, I am one of the youngest in the group and the oldest in Stephanie aged close to 80. But now I am in pain, but hopefully she'll be okay for tomorrow. Alex says, oh yeah. And Alex says, brain fart. Yeah, you can get a 3D print file for that. So, and I think it's free, the file. So if you've got a 3D printer, or you know anybody that's got one. Justin says, anyone build Flames of War miniatures? No, I haven't. I've never built any. Don't know if anybody else has in the chat. Throwing things around on the bench now. Got 5 viewers in. I do like to come up with my unplanned live streams. Shall do 2 layers of this black, and then I shall dry brush these in a metallic colour so that it looks as though they're metal, to bring them out, and then I'll pull the detail out of them afterwards. Justin says, I built a big SS armour division from Flames of War. Oh, cool. Alex says, I have not. What's that like? Sprue says, please don't push Lindsay down another hole. Nah, you won't push me down another hole, Sprue. That's for sure. I fell in too many holes as it is, mate. I'm in that many holes, I don't know which one to put the ladder in to get out. Maybe if I link up the tunnels. I think that would be easier, Sprue. Yeah, I'm watering the paint down so it stays flat. I'd rather put 2 or 3 layers on that way than putting one big thick coat on. Point is, am I going to have enough tweezers? Right, let me have a look at this. Right, that's got a McCrag blue on there. So that can be sprayed. Yeah, I've decided these are the weapons I'm going to use on the top. Alex says, oh, I see, it's a World War II 15mm scale war game. Looks like a bit of fun. I've currently been building 2 smallest legions, Imperials, Warhammer 30k armies. Looking for tweezers, good ones. These are rubbish. Got 8 viewers in now. Cool. That's what I like to see, guys. You can watch the old Mad Dog. Key. Got another smoker somewhere. Where is it? Tend to get paint on the stock. I'll catch up with the chat in a minute, guys. Seriously? Probably come off again, but hey ho. Told you it would. Okay. Need to invest in more tweezers. That's what I need to invest in. I've got these, but these are absolutely rubbish. So yeah. Okay. Just gonna wait till that dries off a bit. Let's paint the inside of this. Okay, Apple says, well, early this morning, checked the availability of this new box set coming out on the 7th of June, costing £145, and found via Wayland Games I can get it for 116 plus postage. Well, cool. So I'll be going that route. Yeah, Wayland Games, they're alright actually, Apple. I've had some stuff off them. Alex says, what box set is it? Sprue and Glue says, Lindsay, does Ron not do Flames of War things? I am not sure, to be honest with you, Sprue. Justin Northern Adventure says, Legions, Imperials, Tank Battle only would be cool. Apple says, Space Wolves, new box set, Alex. Alex says, well, my Solar Auxiliary currently has 12 Russes, 2 Malcadors and 2 Baneblades. Alex also says, at that price, Apple, I saw that some of the models had already had beaky helmets, if I remember correctly. I love those, he says. Apple says beakies should only be reserved for Raven Guard and Regal Ravens, who are a splinter group, otherwise most were worn by 30k before 40k came along. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to have the back hatch open on this. I have decided to put this in a little diorama. So I've got to look in my stash, see if I've got any Space Marines left. If not, I will have to order some, because I don't think I've got any floating around in the cabinet that are built that are free to use. I think they're all in the dioramas, I think. The ones I had built. I think I may have one box set left, I'm not sure. Yeah, If not, I'll just buy a starter set, because they got 4 or 5 figures in them, if I remember. Something like that anyway. I know I've got some Space Marines, but I don't know which ones they are. I think they could be Ultramarines actually. Yes, I do have stacks of Space Wolves, Alex. Yeah, Apple. I'm keeping them for. I've got another a Space Wolves gunship to build, so I'm going to lob that in another diorama and use some more of those figures that you gave me. I keep them particularly for Space Wolf builds. You remember that one I kit bashed? I've got another kit exactly the same as that in the stash. You know what I'm like for doing my dioramas. Nearly an hour already. God. Good. I'll do a 2-hour stream if you guys are hanging around. If you're not, then I shall just end the stream after an hour and a half. If you want to stick around for another half an hour after that, I shall go for a 2-hour stream. I don't mind. Because I don't think that nobody else is streaming. Not that I know of. Sprung Blue says new ship should be here Monday or Tuesday. Cool, looking forward to it. Sprung Blue says what do Space Wolves look like? Hang on, let me just make a bit of room. Let's put that up here out the way. Make me go in the cabinet. whether you can see. That's what them little dudes look like, mate. Don't know whether you can see. I'll tip it up. There's space wolves. That's what they look like. I'll get too close. I'll get all blurry. That's what they look like. So you remember rightly, I built the WARHAMMER for that, didn't I? So it's just too big to get in the camera. So yeah. Little dudes they are. A bit similar to a space marine. Right, what was I doing? Oh yeah. Jeff Light says, which ship kit are you waiting for, Sprue? Apple says, tip Lindsay, since you have ultramarines with decals, then turning the U decals upside down and painting, to be honest. Okay, I'll take that on board. Jeff Light says, men with beards. Sprue and Glue says, Jeff, I will be doing an inbox review, buddy. Apple says, painting the Marines red armour, turning ultramarines into Sons of Ore. Sprue and Glue says, oh wow, cool. Jeff Light says, cool, Sprue. Sprue and Glue says, love the paint job. I thought you'd already seen that, Sprue, to be honest. There actually is a complete final build with slideshow as well, with pictures on a video on my YouTube channel of that build. And there is also a build series of it as well. If you remember rightly, that's the one I bought from Games Workshop, and it had the canopy missing, and they couldn't source another canopy, so they sent me a brand new kit. So I kit bashed the one they sent me, if you remember. So I've still got the full kit left to build. Spring Blue says, saw the base. Yeah. There is a video of the whole thing, Sprue, in the video section. It's called the final reveal of the Space Wolves gunship. Something like that anyway. Okay, he says, okay, bud. Apple says, has there been any word from Ron after he sliced his thumb open on camera on his live show? I've got no idea, to be honest, Apple. I think I remember you saying yesterday. Was it yesterday I was on? Yeah, but no, I've not heard from Ron at all, to be honest. Isn't he supposed to be on today at some point? So if you're enjoying the video, the live stream, guys, please do put your thumbs up, much appreciated. Even if you're watching in the background. Top of that will be my cracked blue. Yes, Roxy, we know. We know. Typical woman, isn't it? It's vocal. Okay. Put a second coat now on this. And at some point tomorrow I can start detailing the interior. Or maybe even later tonight, because this shouldn't take that long to dry because it's watered down. So catch up with the chat again in a minute if there is any. Okay. Apple says he cut his thumb under the nail. Oh, so prove he was red blood. Right, he's not an alien then, so it wasn't green. We've got Marcus in. Hello there, Marcus. Welcome in. And he says, afternoon all. Apple says, hey, Marcus. And Jeff Light says, hi, Marcus. Hey there, dudes. You live streaming tonight, Marcus? It is a Saturday night, isn't it? Oh yeah, it is a Saturday night because it's Ice Queen and then you later, isn't it? If I'm still awake, buddy, I shall look you up. Okay. Alex says hello, Marcus, as well. We're getting there, guys, we're getting there. I'll try and get as much done as possible today, because when I live stream tomorrow, it's the Sunday PPM with no gallery. Get this interior painted, then I can start assembling it then. It's a shame that these doors are closed, and I could have completely left the side doors open as well. Okay, there's no more chat at the moment. We've had a few in and out. I had 10 or 11 at the most at one time. Down to 8 now. People are coming in and out. So transformation in this kind of thing comes when you start doing all the dry brushing. That's when the transformation comes in. anything at the moment. Jeff Light says 8 watching, 10 thumbs up. Not bad, not bad. There is a watch back, so I think the video I did yesterday has got near enough 100 views on it, I think, something like that. Be surprised how many watch it back later. Okie dokie. Try and get this second coat too thin. I'm quite looking forward to getting back onto the Dreadnought tomorrow. Unfortunately, the aircraft carriers come to a grinding halt at the moment. Got to clean it down again. It's covered in dust again. Dust gremlins on it. Doobie-doop-doop, doobie-doop. So everybody's out enjoying the sun today. Don't you dare flick out of there. Do it. Alex says, remember to like the stream, gang. Apple says, oh, that's nice. Facebook have just given me back my account after it's been shown I was not at fault with my comments on a scammer from Germany. You should keep changing your password, Apple, at least once every 3 months. That's what I do. Five viewers, a lot of people are going, so I'm going to go to the 1.5 hour mark today. So I've got to wait for some of this to dry anyway, so got a few more bits and pieces I can paint, but I should do them off camera. So hopefully next time I come on to a live stream I will be painting the interior itself. Hopefully. I need to keep it separated because I need to do all this detail, and if I put the two sides together I'm going to have a hard problem doing these locker boxes. So that's a shield there. Still hasn't dried properly. It looks like a blob, but it's not. But yeah, I've got to pull all the detail out of here on this control box. That's what I've got to do. And then pull all the detail out of the locker boxes, and then do the side walls in a metallic so it looks like a metal. This part I shan't bother with because you won't see that part at all. Once you get this piece on, this actually glues in and you won't see anything at all, I don't think. So no, because these, where these wiper blades are, this is completely all blanked out here anyway. It's a bit of a false pretense. So you won't see anything up front anyway, only in the rear. Because once you get that on, that'll go on there like that. It's just a quick mock-up. Once it goes on, you see what I mean. Once this goes on here, you won't see anything in there anyway, because that'll be glued in just there. It's only this rear section that you will see once I get the door on. So I want to keep it so the door comes down, so when I put it in the diorama, I'm going to have a couple of marines inside, I think, so they'll still be quite easy to just pop in with a pair of tweezers and just glue them down to on the seats there. I'm surprised that they haven't put actually a seat just here for the driver. It's got a bolter there, weapon, but yeah. So yeah, so I think we're going to call this it. For now, maybe I can, that's the outside, that's the inside, maybe I can paint this bit before we go, these two bits before I go. Get these done. Because I'll have to weather this as well once the door's open. So I should paint those grids in a metallic. So it'll all come together eventually. Just takes time. I'm not going to rush it. Rush builds make horrible builds, that's for sure. So I have got a few more bits to paint, but I shall do them off camera, and then I shall get it set up ready for when I go live with it next, which should be not tomorrow, probably on Monday, maybe Monday. So Apple says behind the front slots advise you paint the windows an orange or a light blue colour. Okay Apple, I've got that. Alex says nice short stream, perfect for stressing out building a cabinet. Apple says IKEA cabinet, was it Alex? Sprue and Glue says Jeff, is Maggie watching Monza McLaren Trophy Europe? Sprue and Glue says it's free on YouTube. And also Alex says yes Apple, the Palladian, something like that. Okay, so I shall go back up camera. So thank you very much for everyone coming in. I know it was a bit boring watching me paint, and I was running out of things to say because chat was going quiet. So yeah, so we'll carry on with this Warhammer tank maybe Monday. So tomorrow is the HMS Dreadnought Day on the PPM at 2 o'clock. Hoping I'm back on time for it, because I'm going out tomorrow, going up to Rail World in the morning for a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, and then come back and do the live stream. So want to see how they're progressing with this new station they're putting in, which is an old railway station that was took down brick by brick, stored, and the new location now is in Peterborough at Rail World. So I want to see how they're progressing with that. I've seen some photos, and it's not far done on the actual skeleton of it. So yeah, 200 years old apparently. It's on the old Wadsford line. So yeah, that's where it come from. It's been in storage quite a few years, I think. Took it down brick by brick. Well, it's not brick, is it? It's like stone. So I want to go up there, see how they're progressing with that, and see what new displays they've got too. Weather recording, yes. So anyway, enough of that yap. Thank you for coming in, guys. Much appreciated. And we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, Ice Queen's on tonight. I'm not sure what time it is. Always a good watch, bit of a laugh. And also we've got our Marcus tonight at 10 o'clock, I think it is, 10, something like that. He's always good to watch, very X-rated, so if you don't like swearing and stuff like that, don't watch it. It's very X-rated. So if you like that kind of thing and it's your street, give it a good watch because it's very entertaining. So bit of a giggle. So anyway, guys, also see you all. See you tomorrow, and on the PPM at 2 o'clock UK time, 2 PM UK time, 2 till 4, and we'll say goodbye